Hi, and welcome to the April 2026 Bourne Review. I'm Susan Barlow. First for some headline news and announcements. The Bourne Bridge is down to one lane in each direction. Repair and maintenance to the bridge began on April 27th. The bridge work to be performed includes replacement of the pavement wearing surface, repairs to steel joints damaged from snow plowing over the winter, and maintenance to the roadway lights and drains. The Army Corps of Engineers says the work is expected to be completed no later than May 20th. The work will happen around the clock 24/7 until completion. The sidewalk is closed. It is anticipated the sidewalk will reopen on or about May 4th. Sidewalk users should plan alternate routes. The signage will be posted to notify the public of the closure, and the closure is required for sidewalk repairs to allow contractors to safely perform work immediately adjacent to the sidewalk. If you haven't been over to the Herring Recreation Area, 810 Scenic Highway, which has a fish ladder, or travel just up the street to the Carter Beal Conservation Area, located at 20 Bourndale Road, it is both exciting and mesmerizing to watch the herring run. It's an annual spring event in which alewife and blueback herring travel from the ocean to freshwater rivers and ponds to spawn. Primarily, they do this between March and May. Millions return to their birthplace, often navigating fish ladders and climbing upstream against strong currents to reach their spawning grounds. On May 18th, there is the Bourne Town election. You can visit the polls from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Please note there's no early voting in Bourne this year due to a lack of interest as seen in previous years. You can also request an absentee ballot or a vote-by-mail ballot. Go to voteinmass.com, that's VOTEINMA.com, to request a vote-by-mail ballot and to determine whether you're registered to vote and where you're registered, and whether your registration is up to date. The deadline to return your ballot is at 8 p.m. on Election Day. There's a ballot drop box at the Bourne Town Hall in the parking lot behind the building. The deadline to request a ballot, mail-in ballot, is Tuesday, May 12th. On April 25th, AmeriCorps and the Army Corps of Engineers held the 25th annual Cape Cod Canal cleanup. Volunteers collected just over 600 pounds of trash from along the canal. Great work, and a big shout out to all the volunteers who participated. The Army Corps of Engineers maintains the canal and the service roads. Trash receptacles and restrooms were closed during the off-seasons and have reopened on April 18th. The Midway Recreation Area will not open until May 22nd, and the wonderful Cape Cod Canal Visitors Center will open for the season on May 1st. It's a great place to learn about the canal. It's open from 10 to 5, Tuesdays through Saturday. Sadly, the Bourne Sandwich Rotary Club has decided to discontinue their summer car shows held at the Upper Cape Tech campus. Rotary Club of Bourne Sandwich President Sean Walke said that attendance at the car shows had declined and that the club decided to shift its focus to other fundraising events such as Canal Day, Sandwich Fest, and the Seaside Le Mans in Mashpee. On April 8th, the Bourne Board of Health approved the license of Bourne Cannabis. The dispensary will be located at 694 MacArthur Boulevard on the southbound side of the highway, about a half a mile from the Otis Rotary. It was formerly an auto body shop, and the location has been unoccupied for some time. This location offers easy access for residents and visitors to Falmouth and the islands. Falmouth does not allow marijuana dispensaries in their town, but is surrounded by dispensaries in Mashpee, Sandwich, Plymouth, and now Bourne. The new business still needs to go before the Bourne Planning Board for site plan review and special permit approval, and the Select Board has to issue the license to operate. Just down the road, Capeway Cannabis has a new sign up at its location, 120 MacArthur Boulevard, which was the former Atlantic Car Wash. Capeway Cannabis was issued a HCA in December of 2024. Chief Cannabis also received a HCA, Host Community Agreement, in December of 2024, and they are located in the old Friendly's restaurant over by the Sagamore Bridge at 10 Canal Street. Once again, the trial date for former Select Board James Potter has been pushed back. Potter was arrested on August 11th of 2022 on 8 felony charges, including multiple counts of assault and battery on a child and rape of a child. The full list of felony charges he faces is 3 counts of indecent assault and battery on a child under the age of 14, 2 counts of aggravated rape of a child with a 10-year age difference, and 3 counts of rape. The case was set to go to trial on July 31st, but has been rescheduled to begin August 17th. The Bourne on the 4th of July parade is seeking donations for its calendar raffle to support the annual parade. It's also looking for groups to participate in the parade with a float or banner, etc. It's a great parade with huge public turnout lining Main Street. The parade takes place at 10 a.m. on the 4th of July and lasts about an hour or so. Jay Miller, owner and operator of the Courtyard restaurant, will be inducted into the Massachusetts Hockey Hall of Fame. Miller played for both the Boston Bruins and the Los Angeles Kings for a total of 7 years in the NHL. Vincent McKenzie, owner of the Keene House located next to the library, which is thought to be the oldest house in Bourne, built in the 1690s. Originally, developer McKenzie hoped to demolish the house and build a 32-unit structure with 25% of the units classified as affordable housing. Some critics of the project said it would ruin the historic look and charm of Old Bourne Village, while others felt it was a good size and would increase the housing stock and help Bourne meet its 10% affordable housing target set by the state, which Bourne is seriously trying to meet. In 2023, the Bourne Historical Society received $250,000 in community preservation funds to move the house to the museums at Uptuxet and to preserve it. The society could not find a company that could move the house to the new location for that fee, and the money was returned. At this time, Vincent McKenzie says all plans for the location are on hold, and apart from just repairing a broken pipe from the winter storm and replacing a door, he has no plans for the house or the site at this time. Bootstrap Farm Club, located at 1 Scraggy Neck Extension in Katomet, has new owners. Christopher and Kristen Bergeron of Katomet have purchased the Bootstrap from Susan Seigel, who started the stand back in 2019. They will also continue to operate a mobile farm stand at the YMCA in Wareham, at Hot Yoga 1620 in Plymouth, and at the Highfield Hall in Falmouth. The reproduction of the Mayflower, called Mayflower 2, came through the canal on April 30th. It made its voyage from Mystic, Connecticut to its summer berth in Plymouth. Now for our top stories. On May 4th at 7 p.m., it's the special town meeting and annual town meeting. All 32 articles passed. The meeting went for about 4.5 hours. The first hour of the meeting was plagued by technical difficulties with the handheld voting devices not recording some votes. Moderator Amy Coular said it appeared up to 100 votes were not being counted. This resulted in going to voice votes and standing votes for votes that were too close to call by a voice vote. By far the longest discussion was over Article 17, the Housing Assistance Corporation's request for $100,000 for the renovation of 460 West Main Street in Hyannis to house the Assistance Resource Shelter Cape Cod's only state-licensed emergency overnight individual shelter. The Select Board voted unanimously to recommend approval, while the Finance Committee voted 2 in favor, 2 opposed, and 1 abstained. Bourne resident Bob Zibel spoke passionately about the need for a homeless shelter that is used by many Cape Towns, including Bourne. Wayne Sampson of the Finance Committee said their vote was split because the committee was given incomplete information. The facility has 20 beds. The vote passed, 199 in favor and 20 opposed. Article 9 passed for the sum of $602,250 to allow reconstruction of 2 private ways, Spinnaker Lane and Daniel Webster Lane, in order to meet town standards and thereby be accepted by the town of Bourne. This is the first time a request for private ways to be accepted by the town at town meeting under the new policy. The cost of reconstruction will be paid by tax betterments assessed to the homeowners on the road. Article 10 requested the sum of $1,038,373 for the purpose of temporary repairs and resurfacing of Tara Terrace, Eldridge Street, and Eldridge Street Extension. The roads are riddled with potholes. The cost to be paid by tax betterments assessed to the owners of the roads. The vote passed, and this was a victory for the residents of those roads who have been plagued by unsafe and hazardous roads for the past 10 years. Articles 12 through 20 were paid out of CPC funds. Some big-ticket requests were made for Article 12, $400,000 by the Recreation Department for the design and construction of the Katomet Schoolhouse Hardcourt project. Article 13, the Recreation Department requests for $350,000 for the Bourne Veterans Memorial Community Center Shade Structures project to create 2 15-foot cantilevered shade structures and ADA-compliant seating and walkways. The Select Board voted unanimously in favor of the article, while the Finance Committee voted 4-1 against approval. The Finance Committee felt the shade could be created by trees, such as seen at Clark Field. Articles 24, 25, and 26 were all for small increases in fees, for the demand fees assessed on unpaid taxes, for dog licenses, and for birth, life, and death certificates. You can watch annual town meeting and special town meeting in its entirety on BourneTV.com or on Bourne Community TV's YouTube channel. Lane closures on the bridge began on April 27th. The Bourne Bridge is undergoing annual maintenance and repairs and only has 1 lane open in each direction until May 20th. Traffic backups to the bridge have caused some traffic havoc and stress to people's schedules. Remember, it's busiest during rush hours. The number of visitors to Cape Cod could decrease if funding for replacement of the Bourne Bridge is not secured. The bridge will be closed in 2029 completely for major rehabilitation. According to Representative Bill Keaton, rehabilitation of the bridge will waste tens of millions of dollars, and the bridge will still need to be replaced in the near future. Senator Ed Markey and Senator Elizabeth Warren and the entire delegation continue to fight for what the state deserves, a full modern replacement of the Bourne Bridge. Paul Niedzwiecki with the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce warns that we could lose 1/3 of our economy if funding isn't secured for the Bourne Bridge, and it has to be completely closed for months at a time for repairs and maintenance. In August, MassDOT and the Army Corps filed an application seeking more than $1 billion in federal grants to replace the Bourne Bridge, but no decision has been announced to date on the application. Construction of the Sagamore Bridge is expected to begin in the winter of 2027-2028 and be completed by 2037. The old Sagamore Bridge will be replaced by twin bridges to the west of the existing bridge. It will require realignment of routes 6 and routes 3, and construction of local roadway connections, new intersections and roundabouts, and a shared use paths and sidewalks and upgraded traffic signals. Mass DOT has requested letters of interest from qualified firms with submissions due by noon on Wednesday, May 27th. Mass DOT said it will then issue an RFQ, request for qualifications, followed by an RFP, request for proposals, leading to selection of a design-build team. On April 17th, nearly 100 firms attended a Massachusetts Department of Transportation event focused on the Sagamore Bridge replacement project. The event brought together prospective designer, builders, consultants, and contractors. The project is expected to create thousands of jobs. Here's what's happening downtown. The Friends of the Bourne Food Pantry held a psychic fair at the community center on April 25th. Many attendees signed up for readings with a number of psychics. The gym was full of vendors selling a wide variety of handmade craft items. All proceeds were donated to the Bourne Food Pantry. The town-wide Easter egg hunt was a big hit. Uncle John's Coffee of Mattapoisett and Marion is opening its third store next to Cruatai on Main Street across from the Buzzards Bay Park, coming along with installation of tables, chairs, and counters. No news yet on an opening date. More progress is made on the first of the 2 5-story buildings that are going up on Kendall Ray Place, called Canal Crossing. The clubhouse will have a fitness center, entertainment simulator, catering kitchen, and men's and women's locker rooms. The residential buildings will have 132 resort-style condo units, and they will enjoy concierge services, multiple club rooms, roof decks, and a resort-style heated pool. One-bedroom units started at $499,000. Take a virtual tour, or on their website you can also sign up for an in-person tour. Here's an update on town services. The Bourne Recycling Committee is actively seeking coaches to help people at the committee's next Fix-It clinic, scheduled for June 6th from noon to 2 p.m. at the Bourne Community Center, 239 Main Street. If you're interested in volunteering as a coach, please email Heather DiPaolo, chairwoman of the Recycling Committee, at townofbourne.com/recycling-committee. Food insecurity rose to 40% in 2025 in Massachusetts, according to the Greater Boston Food Bank and Mass General Brigham's 6th Annual Statewide Food Access Report. A record 40% of Massachusetts households, approximately 1.1 million people, experienced food insecurity in 2025. The rate has more than doubled since 2019, increasing from 37% in 2024. The findings reflect the compounding effects of Massachusetts' high cost of living, inflation, and more recently, disruptions to the food access programs followed by the 2025 government shutdown. SNAP is insufficient amidst federal funding cuts. The Bourne Food Pantry is located at 121 Main Street. The food pantry is open for pantry shopping on the first Monday of each month from 4 to 6 p.m. and every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 508-759-3351 to schedule your appointment or for more information. It is open to receive donations Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and there are drop boxes for donations of shelf-stable products at Market Basket, the Jonathan Bourne Public Library, the Bourne Veterans Memorial Community Building, and the Buzzards Bay Ocean State Job Lot. The Bourne Library has its own little free pantry, located at the back door of the library with the motto, "Take what you need, give what you can." No registration, no questions, just friends and neighbors looking out for each other. shelf-stable, donations only, and it's open during regular library hours, Monday 9 to 6, Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 8, and Friday and Saturday 9 to 5, closed on Sundays. Here's what's happening at the library.
Hey Kathy, welcome back.
I'm back.
She's back.
Look out.
Well, we've missed you.
Yeah.
It was an awful winter.
So I hear.
Okay, rub it
Oh
in.
well.
Oh well.
Yeah. So tell me, catch me up. What did I miss?
Wow, we have been really busy at the library.
That's
a lot of
excellent.
great things are happening. Kind of don't know where to start, but we'll start with the easy one first.
Okay.
Summer is almost here.
Yeah.
Summer hours are starting May 16th. So our last Saturday that will be open is May 16th, and then we'll go straight to Monday through Friday for the summer until Labor Day.
Okay.
So you say, well, no Saturdays. How will I get my books? You can pick up your books here. You can also call us and you can pick up your books at Town Hall. We have delivery twice a week over to Town Hall. There's a table right outside of the Human Resources office, and you can just pick up your holds there. So just call us, say my book's ready. We'll bring it over to you. So you don't have to fight the bridge. We do. We've outgrown our children's department. We have We've had to delete books because we didn't have enough room. We made the decision to move the large print so that the children's fiction books can come out where that is. That will give the nonfiction room to grow. Also the picture books, the wonder books, all of the new technology that's being offered in the children's room. We're just busting at the seams.
Yeah.
Remember those little beach read paperbacks?
Yeah.
They're no longer being produced by the publishers.
So the only paperbacks are the trade paperbacks?
The only paperbacks are trades. I don't know what's going to happen at the airports, whether they're only going to sell hardcovers.
Wow.
So because they get a lot of use and they get banged up, they were in pretty rough shape. So we have deaccessioned those and moved our graphic novel collection where that is. So if you come in and you can't find what you want, please look for one of our staff members to say, where did it go?
Anyway, can I say that the 16th of May is one of my favorite days of the year? Why?
A month before Flag Day?
No, it's the library book sale.
Ta-da!
Yay! Yeah, we have them, twice a year in September, October, and of course the summer one is May 16th. So come on down. We'll have great books again.
Yes.
For everyone from adults to children.
The other thing I want to update you on is the Library Building Committee.
Yeah.
Has been meeting and doing their hard work, and we are in the process of selecting an owner's project manager to help us get to the next step of hiring an architect, creating a schematic design, something that we can present to town meeting and say, this is what we're thinking. So we've been really busy with that. We have 4 firms that we're interviewing, and by the time this airs, we should have a firm maybe selected, maybe not contract negotiated, but our hope is to have them on board by June. So
great.
things are moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and it's really our goal to make everything as transparent as possible.
Exactly.
So that the whole town is involved and hopefully supportive of this endeavor.
Another thing that you've missed is we started a foreign film club. It's called Foreign Film Thursday. It's once a month, and it's led by, that's this month's, and it's led by our library assistant Morgan, who has a bachelor's in fine arts in filmmaking. 14th at 5:30, it's from New Zealand. And what's great is that she gives a little intro about the film, why it won certain awards. Yeah. I know you know about one of our adult programs coming up.
Yes, we have actually, this is something that concerns many of us. We have a program about 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's, and that is May 13th, a Wednesday at 1 p.m.
And registration is required for that particular event.
So we have an author talk coming up, which is a Cape Cod related book.
Cape Cod?
Cape Cod. It is Steve Schumann, and he has a book called At the Place Between. And the place between looks like it's between us and Block Island.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's
a contemporary novel, I understand.
You're right. It's a love story. It's got a mystery. It's got some courtroom drama.
Maybe a murder.
Ooh, could be.
Another fun thing that we've started, pretty much started in January while you were gone, is we have an after-school hangout. So every Wednesday from 3:45 to 4:45, kids from, I'm going to say K through 3 come, and they have board games, they do arts and crafts, we've done some Mario Kart, and it's been a nice place where they could go after school. Some one parent will drive, and then another parent drives them home. So it's been a nice core group led by our library assistant, Samantha. Our staff craft has been ridiculously successful. Watch for the one coming in May. They're going to make trivets like an American flag, a replica of a flag, using wine corks, just in time for America's 250th. What books have you read?
Oh, okay. I read Kate Quinn's new book, The Astral Library.
How was it?
Oh, that's really good. If you ever thought, what would it be like to live inside a book, like your favorite book?
Oh,
That's what happens. And it's all centered on the Boston Public Library. So it's very, very local.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes, and it is a complete departure from Kate Quinn's usual historical fiction. I also read the latest Louise Penny, which if you read The Gray Wolf, which was her last one, this is The Black Wolf, and this is like the companion book. You need to read the two of them.
Okay.
But it is, she wrote it like a couple, I'd say a year or two ago. It is so timely, it is real. It's scary how timely it is.
Last year we did Summer Eats, which was a program that had any school-age child from birth to age 18 could come and eat lunch. And we tailored our programs around it. We're now going to do it every day this summer, Monday through Friday.
Wow,
So
great.
the teaser will be Monday through Thursday here, with a program either before or after, either at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and then Fridays at Uptuxet. That program was really, really successful. There's definitely a need. So that is coming.
Yeah.
So thank you. We've missed you. I've missed doing this. So if you were wondering what happened,
It's my fault.
I couldn't do it alone. It was too much.
All right, so I went to Florida to help out my 99-year-old mother-in-law. So there.
All right, everyone, happy reading. Come on by.
On Fridays from 1 to 3, it's beginner Mahjong open play. Are you new to the game of Mahjong, or has it been a long time since you played and you need to practice? Come for the open play sessions on Friday afternoons. These sessions are intended for players who are familiar with the rules of American Mahjong and are looking for a casual and supportive place to practice and improve their Mahjong skills by playing with other beginner players. The library hosted the Canal Side Artist Group at the library. Artworks were on display for the month of April. The Council on Aging, located at the Bourne Community Center at 239 Main Street, will have 80s Dance Blast fitness classes starting up May 1st through June 26th. Call to register. On May 5th, it's Your Life, Your Legacy at the COA, presented by the Nickerson Bourne Funeral Home, a funeral pre-planning seminar from 11 a.m. to noon. On May 6th at 11 a.m., the Nantucket Historical Association will present the Fall of Nantucket Whaling. It's a 25-minute presentation followed by questions and answers. And then get ready to party on May 14th. The COA hosts a Spring Fling party. There'll be live music, dancing, and door prizes, and you can enjoy the artwork of the Canal Side artists, which will be on display. There's an afternoon tea scheduled for May 6th at noon for seniors in the Bridge Cafe. A needs assessment questionnaire will be mailed out to residents. Please fill out and return this important questionnaire. The Council on Aging wants to meet the needs of seniors, so let's tell them what we need and what we want. Surveys will be available throughout Bourne offices as well. On May 19th and June 16th, it's Team Trivia at 11 a.m. at the COA. The COA will also host a coffee chat once a month from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Upcoming meetings are May 20th and June 24th. The Poppies is a meetup for veteran spouse or surviving spouse. The group meets the second Tuesday each month from 1 p.m. for networking, tea and coffee, and conversation. The next meetings are May 12th and June 9th. On May 12th also is a Medicare 101 seminar, The Basics and Beyond. It will be held at 11 a.m. to help you decide which Medicare plan is right for you. Would you like to improve your technology skills? Check out Tech Resources for Everyday Life program. You should have taken a basic or essential course for your device or be familiar enough with your device to use it independently in this class. The course runs from May 19th to June 17th and is held on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30 p.m. at the community building. The Bourne Recreation Department is hiring. Are you looking for a summer job? The Rec is looking for summer program supervisor and assistant supervisor positions, summer program counselors, head lifeguard and waterfront certified lifeguards, and water safety instructors. Scan the QR code to apply online. Here are some wonderful photos taken by area photographers showing the beauty that surrounds us. Here's a look at the calendar. On April 30th, the Bourne newcomers and neighbors held a meet and greet lunch to introduce new members and was held at the wonderful Canal Side Dining Restaurant at the Upper Cape Tech High School. The food and service was outstanding. They say they're booked up for the rest of the season, but check out this great program to train students in restaurant skills and enjoy some terrific food at great prices next year. Bourne Newcomers and Neighbors is a social club for new and longtime Bourne residents. They will hold their annual meeting on May 19th at the Pecasset Country Club. This is a great time to join the club and explore all the activities available throughout the year, including book clubs, walking groups, bowling, cycling, pickleball, mahjong, card games, crafting, lunches, and dinners. There's something for everyone. The group is open to all Bourne residents, whether new to town or a long-time resident. For more information, visit bournenewcomers.org or find them on Facebook. The Iptuxet Garden Club of Bourne will hold its annual plant and bake sale on Saturday, May 9th, the day before Mother's Day. It's held at the Pecasset Community Building, 314 Barlow's Landing Road, from 9:30 to noon. Purchase locally grown perennials, native plants, herbs, tomato plants, as well as May and Mother's Day's baskets, and some great home-baked goods. The Garden Club's next meeting will be on May 13th and will feature speaker Jana Harris presenting the program Fungi to Foraging. Learn how to forage for mushrooms that are safe to eat. The meeting will be held at the Bourne United Methodist Church. And then on May 20th at 5:30, a presentation by Linda Coven, owner of Strictly Hydrangeas, will give a presentation on container gardening with hydrangea. The public is welcome to both programs for a $5 donation. On Saturday, May 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. is flag placement for Memorial Day at the National Cemetery in Bourne. Flags are distributed to be placed by volunteers at each gravestone. On Sunday, May 24th, a Memorial Day ceremony is held at the cemetery with a parade and a keynote speaker. No registration is required for any of these events, and public is welcome. The museums at Iptuxet is open for the season on May 22nd, including the Windmill Vintage Shop, where you never know what you'll find.
I'm just going to take this for today, and then I'm going to go talk to Dale and Diane.
Okay.
So I want to get that. It is $4.
Okay. Do you have cash?
I do.
Do you need change?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
You got a $4 find?
I did. Look at, isn't that unique? You can put flowers all in it, like.
Oh,
Isn't that cute?
All proceeds from the shop go to the Bourne Historical Society. Well, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Bourne Review, and I'll see you next time.